a shoulder for good measure.
Revenge on this team this year. That is true. High in the air. Right center field. Brandon Compton. Welcome to 2025. This one the other way. Still going back. That's the track. Walks up and down.
Edwards pulls off and buries it. Richardson drives out for Robbie Ryan. Her three right on the money.
Takes his shot for Darby. Flag out. welcome into Friday's edition of Pitchfork Lunch. Yes, happy Friday, all the ways you may call it, may celebrate it, whatever works for you. You know, as long as it's all good vibes and chilling, works for me, man. So welcome into Pitchfork Lunch Show. I am Michael Caratenuto at Diablo00 on X, the artist formerly known as the Twitter. You guys know it. You love it. Check it out. Watch the show live there every day, Monday through Friday, 12 to 1. You can also, I know this is going to be really crazy to you guys, you can go to the wonderful world of IG and watch it there. Just go to michael.caratenuto.5, and there you go. And yes, you'll be able to watch, the show live, which is good. And then YouTube, all over the world on YouTube, as you know, yes. You need to subscribe to the channel. You need to watch live, but go to YouTube, watch live. Very, very cool, right? As you know, go to YouTube, watch live, but then subscribe to the channel, because you have missed a plethora of phenomenal con reviews. And man, I tell you what, it's I always say, hey, I'm glad you're here. I'm glad you're here, Pitchfork Lunchers, but shame on you where you've been, because you have missed a plethora of phenomenal con reviews with coaches, players, voices, insiders, alum, you name it. We have reached out and had it, again, with program wise, just more and more and more. So that being said, my wonderful friends, go to YouTube. You know how to get there. You see my name, Michael Caratenuto, but the page is at M as in Michael, V as in Victory, C as in Champ 005, at MVC005 on YouTube, guys, and subscribe away, because, like I said, there's a ton that you have missed. So, I mean, again, and plus with a lot going on, a ton going on. Just think about this. Women's hoops, yeah. Forks up Molly Miller. They avenge a loss, a tough one to Iowa State. Talked about it yesterday, that they were getting ready to take them on. They beat Iowa State, and they had lost to them last time, as you guys know. And they literally, again, I mentioned it. Elle didn't play good. She didn't shoot well. She may have gotten a little banged up. She didn't play a lot. That game, I'd have to go back and check. But either way, yesterday, she was shooting 100% in the first half from the field and from the free throw line. She didn't take any threes, but again, you know me, don't care. Yes, I know I get the whole thing with threes, but when you're like shooting 11%, not them, but when a team is shooting 11% and you still want that team to keep chucking it, and the other team's just going down and scoring hoops. Yeah, then the other team, I'm sure, maybe hit a few threes, but they're all like, hey, if we can get to the hoop, let's get there. But Elle was, she was 100% for in the first half. I think she had what did she have? 12, 15 points in the first half. They went up 17-2. So, yeah, looking at this bracket, ASU has taken out. For Elle, but yeah, she shot just amazingly. Oh wow. I just read something too, and I totally forgot about that because it is true. They don't. Yeah. Um, I just read something too, and I totally forgot about that because it is true. They don't. Yeah. But the first round, as you know, the Devils beat that team down south again. It was defense. It wasn't a ton of points scored. It was 54-51. It was ugly, but ugly wins. And when you have a better defense, when your defense ends up being better, well, a better defense, but you just smother that game, and you might not be scoring, but neither are they. They beat that team down south, and they turn around and beat Iowa State, like I said, 77-68. Kansas State beat Texas Tech yesterday. Like I mentioned that 58-51 because it was over before I got off the air, and then BYU turns around. Yes, rivalry game, but BYU is number 9, takes out number 8 Utah. I mean, BYU's been on a heater, 70-52 there. And then, like I said, the Devils take out the Cyclones, 77-68, and then Colorado. Didn't score a lot, scored 55 points, but they held 11 Kansas to 48 points. So they win 55-48. So Colorado now, and these teams have had byes the first 2 rounds. The Devils, who are number 10, will take on number 2 West Virginia, who, again, 1, 2, 3, and 4 had byes the first 2 rounds. So that's TCU, West Virginia, Baylor, and Oklahoma State. So Oklahoma State is playing K-State right now, my friends, on ESPNU, by the way. And then number 1 TCU will take on BYU at 1:30, also on ESPNU. And then at 5:30, man, I say, oh, man, because not the Devils say on West Virginia, not the oh, man of that. Number 2 West Virginia, number 10 ASU. But that's on ESPN+. Yeah, not thrilled the first 2 go on ESPNU, and then on Plus for West Virginia, Arizona State, and then Baylor, Colorado, the nightcap at 8 p.m. So, yeah, we'll see. We'll see what happens as, again, trying to advance to the semifinals, which would be tomorrow at 3 and 5:30. So the winner of Oklahoma State K-State will play the winner of TCU BYU. And then obviously the winner of the ASU West Virginia game takes on the winner of the Baylor Colorado game. So I know in the intro I got a little bit off there, but yes, YouTube, you need to subscribe because we will keep up to date. Again, I was giving up to date up to the minute updates of the women's game. And like I said, they tip off. I mean, they're the afternoon. They've been playing late game 5:30. So, but like I said, that first game between Oklahoma State and K-State. And look, if you play defense, when you see a team a second time, that's why these games have been a little bit lower scoring. I know, again, people say, oh, women's hoops. Men's hoops are the same way, guys. Like you look at sometimes these tournament games and it's like, wow, they've seen each other at least once, but most likely twice. This could be the third time they're playing. Like, yeah, you're not going to change what you do. There's going to be little tweaks. There's always going to be tweaks. So, coaches notice something. But yeah, after playing somebody, if you've already played them twice, you're dancing with who you came to the dance with. So it's either way. That's why they're lower scoring, but. But go to YouTube and subscribe. You'll get all the update. You'll see, again, you can catch up. You can binge watch season 1, keep watching season 3, forks up. Binge watch season 2, keep watching season 3. And then, when season 4 gets rolling, which, again, is a little bit away, I'm just putting the honey out there. When season 4 gets rolling, you guys will be all caught up and all that good stuff. So, again, go to YouTube, see my name, Michael Carrot, the page at M as in Michael, V as in Victory, C as in Champ, 005. At MVC005 on YouTube, and subscribe. Again, forks up to the new subscribers that have a few more that have jumped in. Again, greatly appreciated. And yes, thank you for the messages yesterday. Greatly appreciated. As I know, a lot of you kept saying that March is an amazing month, has many amazing days, but yesterday was the most phenomenal and amazing day. Yes, it was my birthday, I know, but it was a lot of people's birthday. Michael Irvin and I, and that's not why I have the Cowboys hat on. The Cowboys hat, a lot of you already know, but it's in protest for a Sun Devil, Darren Woodson, who is just it's ridiculous now that he's not, even after like this round now, all this time he's been eligible, not in the Hall of Fame. It's a freaking joke. I mean, it's an absolute freaking joke. So, and I'm this is just for the rest of the month, and I'm sure there's people say, "Oh, you think NFL, maybe some NFL voters that watch your show are the ones that didn't vote for him?" No, I'm not saying that, and I'm not saying people. And if anyone says, "Oh, they're not watching the show," there are, because you always see comments from, you can read between the lines. You might not want to credit somebody, but man, it's like, wow, that sounds a lot like my voice, or a lot like someone's voice. I'm like, wow, that sounds a lot like someone's voice that I was talking to, or yeah. So they're listening. So it's in protest until he actually gets in the Hall of Fame. He's wearing it for the rest of March, but he is a Sun Devil and a Cowboy, so NFL Hall of Fame, and he should be in. It's ridiculous, but I digress. We'll get that to another day. You can hit me up in the comments. Hit me up on X at Diablo00, artist formerly known as Twitter. Hit me up there, the IG, Michael.Carestone.5, whatever, either way. But yes, that women's game yesterday, my friends, absolutely awesome. Ellery Skyera set the tone for him, shooting wise, and they had what, 4 in double figures. I will tell you once. I think I'm posting last. I was so excited. I was watching. I'm keeping up. I'm watching. I'm multitasking and all that good stuff. Completely multitasking and all that good stuff. But have it on, and birthday stuff. Not that I'm a little kid, although I would have taken like a clown in a bouncy house. Just saying. So for next year, no. But yeah, it's yeah. So they had, but for next year, I'm just saying, if you pitch it to me early enough and make it happen, I mean, although maybe not clowns, everybody's scared. People are scared of clowns, so I'm not. But if it's Pennywise, then that might be an issue, but it still would be pretty cool. Anyway, I digress. 77-68 the final yesterday. Here's the crazy part, guys. In the first half, right? This was Kayada's line. She was 4 for 4 from the field, 4 for 4 from the free throw line, 12 points. Bam, leading all scorers. Gabby Elliott had 7, so did McKenna Brackens. Last year, Poa had 5 at that point. Amaya Williams had 2. So, yeah, I mean, it was 33-25 because first quarter, they were up 17-2, and then Iowa State finished the first quarter on a 7-0 run, which, again, I mean, made it look, okay, 17-9. But ASU came out just – Kayada hit, beautiful, just, again, mid-range shot, like right inside the free throw line. The pass, she's just wide open, taking the shot, the confidence. Like I said, yes, after a player has a bad shooting game, especially in you can say any sport, whatever they did, but in basketball, a bad shooting game, think about that, because she did not play well against them. And again, even if she got banged up, she did not play well. And she and the crazy thing is, she played 7 minutes of the first half. So she had 12 points in 7 minutes, 4 for 4 from the line, free throw line, 4 for 4 from the field. But she had picked up 2 fouls. That's why she played 7 minutes, but still led all scorers after one with 12. Audi Crooks had 4 points, and they were all from the free throw line. She was 4 for 4 from there for Iowa State. But yeah, I mean, it's that was the first quarter for Eloisa, and then in the second quarter, she didn't play in the second quarter because she had the 2 fouls, and that was a tough part for Molly Miller. I was going to say, I'm like, all right, maybe you put her in, start her, give her about 2-3 minutes, or you're holding her, but give her like 2 minutes, maybe 2.5 minutes at the end, But Molly Miller said nope, and then both Gabby Elliott had a hell of a second quarter. She was 3 for 3. Had 7 points, 1 for 2 from the free throw line. McKenna Brackens, I mean, she was open, and there were challenged. There were some shots, and if you watch the game, but hit me up in the comments. But she was 3 for 10, didn't shoot that great, but had 7 points in the second quarter. Was 1 for 1 from the line. But her and Gabby Elliott played every minute of the first half. They both played 40 minutes. Well, Elliott played 39 because she fouled out. Brackens played 40. Yeah. So Elliott, Washington, and fouled out for ASU, and then Audi Crooks ended up fouling out for Iowa State. But yeah, I mean, there was, again, you look at the free throws or the fouls committed. ASU 26, Iowa State 25. So, and then the Devils were 23 for 28, 82% from the free throw line. Absolutely money. I say they better at least be 75% at home. You hit 75% on the road. And yes, they're pushing themselves to hit them all. I get that, but that's the crazy part to me. But 82% from the line for the game, 68% for Iowa State. They were 17 to 25. So, again, both teams had their chances. Turnover-wise, though, the Devils had 16 turnovers. Iowa State had 14. But points off turnovers, the Devils had 17, and Iowa State only had 9. So you get 14 turnover. I gotta check that. Hold on. Let's see something. Yeah, so the Iowa State, had cost 16 turnovers, but they only had 9 second chance points. I mean, in offensive rebounds, Iowa State had 10, and you put that in too. They had 10 offensive rebounds, but just 9 second half points. So yeah, I mean, that's defense. Like, they're playing defense too, and we know they could, but again, it's just Molly Miller, the team, what they can do. And then check this one out. This one I love, because when you look at the ASU stats, so yeah, offensive rebounds 10, opponent's turnovers 14, second chance points 14. Oh, points off. Sorry. So opponent's turnovers 14. They got 17 points off the turnovers, right? That's where I messed up there. So opponent's turnover 16, and then Iowa State only managed 9. So yes, you make a mistake, and there are times like if you're watching the game, somebody went back and not even a foul, but like they put up a shot, okay, missed a shot, but somebody from ASU caused a turnover. So that was, again, absolutely awesome. And last year, Poa came up with some big boards as well late in the game as Iowa State. Again, they're good. They're a very talented team. They're going to be in the tournament, obviously. But they were making a run. they were making a run. So, but yeah, I love that for, Iowa State as they create 16 turnovers but only get 9 points, as to where the Devils create 14 turnovers and get 17 points. You're like, well, all right. You're like, that damn. I mean, 17 points. If they don't get any of those 17 points, they lose 68 to 60. 60. They would lose by 8. And I know you can say, well, if Iowa State didn't get the 9, like, I get it. But I'm just saying, like, yeah, so that's huge. Like, would you, of course, love to force 14 turnovers and get 28 points at the minimum? Sure. I mean, if you're going to get all twos, which you know me, I'd be fine with, because that's turnovers. That's one more possession for you, and that's 14, and that's 28 more points that they get. But, I mean, Gabby Elliott was 7 for 17 from the field, 2 for 3 from 3, 6 for 7 from the line. Her one free throw kind of rolled out. But she was 6 or 7 from the line, 22 points to lead the team. Yeah, there was 4. So she had 22. Kayada had 17. Brackens had 16. Last year, Poa had 12. And then you had Marley Washington had 6. She was 2 for 4 altogether from the field, but both of her made shots were from behind the arc. So she was 2 for 3 from 3. Poa was 7 for 8 from the free throw line. Kayada was 7 for 8 from the free throw. Ended up 7 for 8 because, like I said, she was 100%. She was rolling. I think she was 5 for 5. She had her first 5 or 6, and then missed whatever. But then, yeah, only missed 1 free throw. So both Poa and Kayada were 7 for 8. Brackens only had one free throw shot, but she was 1 for 1. Amaya Williams did go 2 for 4, but yeah, 23 or 28, 82%, guys. Absolutely what you need to do to win in postseason. Talked about it a million times. But, and then Poa had 9 rebounds, and she had there were some big ones down the stretch. I mean, Gabby Elliott had 10, and she grabbed a few before, and again, she found out it was late, but still, it was, I mean, they were, like I said, there were 26 fouls called against ASU, 25 fouls called against Iowa State. So you get it. And rebound-wise, it was, ASU won the rebounding battle 41 to 36. 41 to 36. Both teams had 10 offensive rebounds. So, again, if you're giving up a ginormous number, that's tough, but like each team gave up 10, so that cancels out. And you look at Iowa State never led. By the way, guys, too. Like I said, they got to a fast start. I buried the fun part because I talked about their defense. Iowa State never led. Absolutely phenomenal. So money forks up to them. They got West Virginia. Like I said, at 2:30. Let's see if there's a score to that first game. Well, I know there's a score. Let's see what the score is. I can give you guys that here. I like to – it's not even so much a tangent, but just so you know, if you're not watching the ESPNU. Let's see. So let's go to the Big 12 and it is. TCU is up. Now they just hit a 3-pointer. Taylor Bigby, no surprise, made a 24-foot 3-point jumper. 11-2 is the early lead. So BYU, yes, their fans travel. Yes, they have a following, but hey, people say be careful what you wish for. Get another shot at the Devils got another shot at Iowa State, beat them. West Virginia, that's one thing, and then we're going to go to break. But the one thing I wanted to remind, yes, I wasn't, skipping it because of anything, but they did lose to West Virginia, and that was that game right before that. It was 53-43, but like down the stretch, there were like fouls, and both teams, defensively, West Virginia made free throws. So, and look, they're they're not ranked it's not a surprise they're ranked. West Virginia is a good team, having watched them played. But a 53-43 game, the Devils hold somebody to 53. This Molly Miller team and the way these girls have played defense, and you definitely think they're winning. But they did lose to West Virginia 53-43 when they played them, and that was back on January 21st. So, hey, love another shot at – you get another shot at West Virginia. The last thing I'm going to say, though, I mean, we'll talk about it again right now, is if BYU does go to the championship because of their beliefs within the LDS church, basically, they will not – there are no competitions on Sunday. So if they were to win this game, per se, if they beat TCU, well, then they'd have someone in the semis. So if they were to win this game, win in the semifinals, and advance somehow to the finals, it will be played on Monday, March 9th at 3 p.m. Central Time. So, again, that is just and like when ASU plays them in softball and baseball, same thing. Those series are Thursday, Friday, Saturday. Nothing on Sunday. So, which, I mean, you can go like Thursday, Friday, Saturday night too, which is, pretty cool. You don't have to go like Saturday during the day, Saturday night. Team doesn't have to, you're not playing Sunday. So, or even like a, kind of like a matinee game. But nonetheless, wanted to get that out there too. So, yeah, let's go Devils, man. Forks up. Let's take it to West Virginia. Let's keep it rolling. Again, it's just confidence. It's, playing, what? So what? This is, let's see. So they've played 2 games in 2 days. That'll be 3 games in 3 days. So you would basically play 4 games. If they were to advance and not play BYU, they could play 5 games in 5 days. They've beaten Colorado. Baylor, they were right there. Molly Miller, again, players got to play different teams, systematically. Systematically, depends what she wants to do, not crazy different, but you're right there with Baylor on the road in Waco. So if this is this could be the Lady Sun Devils Avenger Tour. But nonetheless, but we're going to say, hey, quick break, and when we get back, guess what? Baseball's here this weekend too, as is softball, as is beach volleyball. They're rolling today, starting today, but beach volleyball is here. Lacrosse played last night. Give you the update on that. I know it, but do you know it? So, yeah, we're going to get to all that, and, keep rolling here on Friday on Pitchfork Lunch. All right, back here on Pitchfork Lunch. Yes, I am Michael Carasino at Diablo00 on X, the artist formerly known as Twitter. Check out the show live there every day, Monday through Friday, 12 to 1. My IG, Michael.Carasino.5, and the phenomenal YouTube channel for accept to the new subscribers as well. Again, hit me up with comments, thoughts, suggestions, anything. Believe me, I'm working on getting to it all, as you guys know. But seasons are rolling, crossing over and rolling. So, but yes, go to my IG, Michael.Carasino.5. Also YouTube, it's at M's and Michael, V as in Victory, C as in Champ 005 at MVC005 on YouTube, and subscribe. Watch live, but subscribe, because you got a lot of conf views to with a lot of. I mean, Coach Bartlett earlier this week. She was with us on Wednesday. Again, 4th year of softball, and man, yeah, knew how to play the game at a high level, knows how to assemble a team as well. And it is just awesome to watch this. Been awesome to watch this group. And like I said, the returners that are back, and you sprinkle in some transfers that just, again, fit the mode, and have somebody like Kenzie Brown leading the pitching staff. Mika Lupi, by the way, happy birthday! You have a phenomenal birthday month, and it's close to the greatest day in March, and of course in my eyes. But Mika Lupi, happy birthday! Again, ice in that girl's veins, because the heart rate is very slow when she's on the mound, especially if the bases are loaded, runners on, anything. She inherits it, whatever. It's just, let's get the next. And yeah, so that pitching staff, Coach Bartlett, again, huge shout out to her for coming on the show. But yes, you subscribe to YouTube, you get all that. So yeah, pretty money. So lacrosse, hello, dominated yesterday. You guys know this. They win 17-7 over Niagara. They shut Niagara out in the first quarter. They were up 5-0. Then at halftime, the Devils, in the second quarter, Devils put up another 6. Niagara did get 2, so it was 11-2 at halftime. Niagara actually did outscore the Devils in the third quarter, 3-2. But it was that made it 13-5 ASU, and then the Devils, of course, in the fourth quarter, 4-2, make it 17-7. Just cruise back to 3-3. Absolutely love it. You got to get out there and see this team, my friends. You got to get out there, Coach. Again, yeah. Tegan Eng scored 4 straight goals. She scored their second, third, fourth, and fifth goal after Kendall Morris got the first goal in the first quarter. And then Tegan Eng added 2 more in the second quarter. So she finished with 6 goals on the day, 6 of the 17. Again, I mentioned her senior leadership. Look, you're getting, and obviously, yes, getting plays for you. But here's the issue. Defensive slide, adjust, feminine lacrosse, it is, pardon me, it is obviously high speed, high pace. But, to see some of these goals that go in, and of course, when the team, when they're playing, when their Devils are in their offensive zone and, they're playing defense, the team's playing defense on them, you're going to see, players and things, it's how it shifts. Maybe you're trying to say, okay, we're going to try and shut you down. And TNN just says, nope, I got an answer for that. And again, with movement in a sport, we're not going to go through a lacrosse 101 movement. I guess we could video, but no, so kidding. But yeah, it's just awesome to see her play, and I haven't seen her playing again. You guys got to get out there. But they dominate. They go to 3-3. I know. So on my birthday, both women's hoops and lacrosse, one of my wishes was for the teams to win. And I mean, you put it out there in the universe, pitchfork lunchers, and because we're Sun Devils and we're amazing, look at what happened: 17-7 and 77-68. I mean, hello. Um, so yeah, the ladies lacrosse team goes back to 3-3. Like I said, as can they almost 16-14 to USC. That was such a good game Saturday. Back on the 28th. And then Sunday, by the way, at noon, Bucknell will be at Sun Devil Lacrosse Stadium. So don't forget, man, get on out. Get on out. I know softball first pitches around that time as well too. So like that neck of the sporting complex for Sun Devil athletics is going to be a little packed, a little fun, and that's that. But beach volleyball, real quick before we get to baseball, because again, gotta Coach Bloomquist, his team 8-4. Again, playing some hell of teams, but for beach volleyball, like I told you, they are hosting the Sun Devil Classic. And in just about 7 minutes, when we wrap up here, it's a free event. They're taking on Nebraska over at Sun Devil Beach Park. So pretty money. And then at 3:00, you know who they're taking on? Yeah, number 19, the school down south. They already whooped 5-0. So, of course, that they'll want revenge. But, I mean, come on. Hashtag our state. Yep. Women's indoor volleyball reminded us of that. But volleyball in general likes to remind me that it is hashtag our state. But the women's volleyball team, the back-to-back Big 12 champs, reminded me of that. So that's at 3:00. And then tomorrow at noon and at 2, they play Southern Miss first and then Stephen F. Austin. And then, that wraps up their weekend. So chance to go to the beach park, free event. You can go check it out. It is very, very awesome. It is literally over the right field fence from Farrington Stadium. So again, if you don't know, you can message me where to go, but you're smart. You're Devils. I know you know where to go and figure it out. And if there's somebody from that school down south, don't send them the wrong way. As much as I would want to send them the wrong way, just because, I'm 5. I'll laugh at it. It's hilarious. Like somebody asked me, oh, yeah, you just got to go that way. You want to send them there. You want them sitting there as our Devils, beat them 5-0 again. I mean, look, I'm not trying. They're prepping. They're not overlooking them. I'm not putting extra pressure. I'm just saying, make sure they know where they're going. So, that is going to be a fun weekend. And for a 6-0 team that, like I said, has beaten some giant. They've already beaten TCU. They beat GCU. Georgia State they've beaten. Arizona they've beaten. So, UC Davis, TCU, Colorado Mesa, Grand Canyon, Georgia State, and Arizona. Now you get to take on the Huskers very shortly. Again, it's a little breezy out, so we'll see what that does. Not crazy. It's sunny and beautiful, but we'll see what that does. And then, so that's that. Baseball-wise, guys, you know who's coming to town. I have reminded you all week, and you know that at Phoenix Muni tonight at 6:35 is LMU, and you can watch that on ESPN Plus. Let's see. Well, they are 5-10 right now. Sorry, I had that. I had them shuffled in the wrong notes. Apologies. But yeah, they're 5-10 right now. They have. Let's see. They have lost to Southern Cal, lost to Washington, beat Washington twice, and then number 18 TCU, Big 12. Yeah, they lost 17-7. Um, they beat Davidson, lost to Wake Forest, beat Davidson again, lost to Utah. So struggling against the Big 12 teams, and now they are here at Phoenix Muni. So you can um, that is where they are at right now. So but for the Devils, look, this offense is still hitting, guys. This offense, I shouldn't say still hitting, but like is hitting is I can't. Like Landon Harrison at the top of the lineup. I know I said this yesterday. No, I'm not like playing a recording. Man, this young man has been just crushing it. And, the top of the lineup, the 9-hitter, like we're talking to Tiare Ho Ching about, when she came back and 9-hitter, you're the second leadoff hitter, man. You got to turn that on or pass the bat, which, hey, Harrison's definitely been doing. Baseball team, again, these series, you just see it more and more from the offense, and they've scored quite a bit of runs. So, yes, last weekend was tough, but again, they went toe-to-toe with these teams, and it wasn't like, oh, it was a blowout and they scored late to make it close. No. Because, yes, it's always not – it's like the old adage, it's not what you say, it's how you say it. But it's not, people say like, oh, well, if you lose and you're going back and forth and somebody, makes a play in the end, that's one thing. But, if a team's, it just happens to be in control. It's, it might be their day. But ASU, again, Coach Blue, like I said, that last at-bat against Tennessee, I thought they were going to get it too. And Mississippi State. But, look, man, huge weekend for baseball. So, again, 6:35 tonight, 6:35 tomorrow, and then 1:05 on Sunday. So, again, you got your chances to get out to Phoenix Muni. There's a Pit Viper sunglasses giveaway on Saturday, too. So, you're not going to want to miss that. But, yeah, Saturday at 6:35 and then Sunday at 1:05 for the baseball. Others I've given you. And then for by the way, I was going to say tomorrow at noon, by the way, on the road, but on FS1, where they just got that, kind of, on CBS Sports, they're 3-1. They were undefeated, though, for a minute on CBS Sports. On FS1, they got that KU upset 5 mojo. Well, the men's hoops team, speaking of Iowa State, at number 6 Iowa State, just took down number 14 Kansas. Like I said, Masama Diop keeps playing like he is, and Mo Odom talked about it, but you're getting the contribution from him. You stay low on the turnovers. Again, don't give up, second chance, offensive rebounds. Limit. And I mean, but KU had a lot. I mean, that was the exception of normally if you have that many. I mean, if they're, like I said, they're 55 off rebounds, 25 were offensive. That's insane. And the second chance points were absolutely garbage. So again, defense, challenging, going for rebounds. Like Iowa State got smacked by that school down south, just like Kansas did before the Devils played them. So it's crazy to think the school down south is doing us that favor, but hey, it is what it is. So, but yeah, so that is at noon tomorrow. And Coach Hurley again gets the win, and then they go into the Big 12 tournament. Hey, and the women are have the magic for that. So they're laying the sprinkle dust for that. Wow. TCU is up 24-10 now against BYU, who, this is 30 seconds into the second quarter, but that's a beating right there. So yes, that's your score update there. But again, beach volleyball, get out today, tomorrow, Sunday. Lacrosse, like I said, that is Sunday, right? Yeah, beach volleyball is right now. They're getting started right now with Nebraska. Yes, at 1, and then Arizona at 3. And then tomorrow they're also at noon when the men's game tips off at Iowa State. Beach volleyball will be playing Southern Miss at Sun Devil Beach Volleyball Facility. And then also tomorrow at 2, Stephen F. Austin. So, yeah, there's today and tomorrow, 2 matches each. But, yes, get on out there. Free event, 3 p.m. Leave work early. It's Friday. Get your stuff done. Just make sure it's done, and then you can leave. But, yeah, it'll be awesome to check that out. So, yes, check that out. And that's that. And then for softball, like I said, their first pitch tonight is at, was it 6 their first pitch tonight? Yes, 6 p.m. So getting it all done, my friends, getting it all done. So, all right, but I will see you tomorrow, same bat time, same bat channel. I know, pretty awesome. Pretty awesome. Yes, same bat time. Pardon me. Hopefully his cough will be gone too on Monday. But yeah, the Utes, they are here, and let's see this pitching, and just excited. Big 12 plays here, but 6 p.m. tonight, 4 tomorrow, and then 12 on Sunday as well. So look out for updates. Again, I'll be out there. I'll be giving you updates from softball tonight. We'll hit the Arizona volleyball matchup. So yeah, I mean, just that, and then softball and baseball tomorrow. And then Sunday, yeah, well, you'll just see the updates at Diablo00 on X. They'll be all there. I'll put stuff on the IG too. But yeah, so have a phenomenal rest of your Friday, however you want to call it. And I will see you, like I said, tomorrow. Monday, sorry, not tomorrow, Monday, same bat time, same bat channel. Enjoy your weekend, be safe. Again, any thoughts, questions, someone you want to see on the program, and maybe I haven't thought of it. Again, I always tell people, if you send it in and I've thought of it, I'll let you know where I'm at on it. But yeah, any comments, thoughts, and even if you're at the school down south, let's keep it civil, let's keep it mature, and go from there. But at Diablo00 on X, starts when on Twitter, my IG, Michael Lack05, the YouTube channel, M as in Michael, V as in Victory, C as in Champ 005 at MVC005. Those are all your avenues, and we're looking to expand more. So stay tuned for that. But yes, like I said, just like reigning back-to-back Big 12 champs women's volleyball has always reminded me, it is #our state. Yep, Molly Miller and the Lady Devils this year, 3-0. Her first year as head coach. Yeah. All the territorial cup points go to Coach Miller. And then it is #our state, so you know that. Again, school down south, just, in a nice way, I'm just reminding you. I mean, come on, somebody left that 70-7 score, bought banner space, so as Tucson people were driving back in, it was like, 70-7, no pity for the kitty. I mean, come on, I'm not doing that. I'm just trying to help you out, just, So, I mean, again, your men's team is on a roll. It makes me want to vomit when I say it, but I respect facts, as my pitchfork lunchers know. So have a phenomenal rest of your day. I will see you Monday. You guys know it. Go Devils. Check out whatever you want. I'll have updates, but go Devils. You guys know it. Go Devils. And as always, register for Pat's Run, you guys. Register for Pat's Run. Register for Pat's Run. I'll put that's how to do it. I'll type a thing out, and I'll have the link up to where you guys can go register for Pat's Run. You can still get in. Got to get in. It's phenomenal. It'll be the 24th. 24th. But it's phenomenal. So Rob Riggle is actually going to be the starter. I mean, people know him as a comedian, but he's an ex-Marine. So that'll be really cool. And he said he's going to start it, but he said he's going to run the course too. So very cool. Yeah, so got to get ready for pass run. But I will see you Monday. And you guys know, as always, forks out.
I went to Arizona State. Right. I'm a Sun Devil, man.
27-yard line. That's a great call, too. Play fake. Farmer will put it up, throws over the middle. Pull, touchdown. Quick flag.
3rd down and 5. Levis swings it to Scatterbo. Scatterbo breaks defenders. Here he goes again. Another
Scatterbo is the running back, and he is immediately met in the backfield, runs through the contact, and then throws a shoulder for good measure.
on this defense here. That is true. High in the air. Right center field. Brandon Compton. Welcome to 2025.
This one the other way. Still going back. That's the track. Walks up and down. Edwards pulls off and buries it. Richardson drives out for Robbie Ryan. Hurt 3 right on the money.